party people in the place to be. This is what you've all been waiting to see.
U.S.A, tell the folks out there what we have for them today.
Another good one from Canon.
That's right, in fact a Canon masterpiece, some might argue the Canon masterpiece. If you are unfamiliar with the awesomeness that is Invasion U.S.A, I'll quickly sum up the plot for you. The Russians come, Chuck Norris stops them.
If they wanted a war, he gave them one. Chuck Norris. Invasion U.S.A.
That's right folks, America wasn't ready, but he was. Nobody thought it was possible except Chuck Norris. He always knew. It's also important to know that this is a documentary, not a work of fiction. And it's not just the Russians, they have people from everywhere, like from every country in the world where you can find bad guys, which, if I understand this movie correctly, is everywhere except the United States of America. The terrorists in this movie hate America, and everybody and everything in it. They hate shopping malls. They hate innocent little children. They hate church services.
Daddy, can I put the star up this year? No!
They hate Christmas trees.
Put it up last year.
Dad, time for dinner.
They hate fun fairs. I mean, come on, who hates fun fairs? They're fun. I guess in the bizarro mind of an international terrorist, a theme park is the pinnacle of evilness. But naturally, most of all, they hate Chuck Norris.
Now it's your turn. Time to die.
People I've shown this movie have complained that it's too over the top. Over the top somehow implies that it's too much, like that's a bad thing. People act like movies are better when they are serious and realistic. Serious is just another word for boring. And if I wanted realism, I probably wouldn't be watching an action movie. If I had made Invasion U.S.A, Chuck Norris could also fly in it, which I'm sure he can, but the producers probably advised him not to, so that it is more believable for audiences. Idiots. Chuck Norris plays himself in the movie, and being the ultimate alpha male that he is, he makes every other action guy look like a joke. People think James Bond is so great, and that James Bond is hyper competent. If James Bond is hyper competent, then Chuck Norris is God. James Bond has all that technology and the whole MI6 telling him where the bad guys are. Chuck Norris, he just knows it. The terrorists are all over North America, but Chuck is always one step ahead of them. Mr. James Bond, I'd like to see you being one step ahead of the bad guys if there are thousands of them covering 10 million square miles of land. That's right, try finding a gadget for that, douchebag. Oh wait, today is not allowed to use gadgets anymore because it's too corny and unrealistic. If this movie had come out in the time before 9/11, the terrorists would have been like, holy shit, we better not fuck with those guys. But in 2001, instead of a new Chuck Norris biopic, they were too busy making the first Harry Potter movie. Gee, thanks Hollywood. Invasion U.S.A is an American comic book action fantasy that couldn't be made in today's pussyfooting world of political correctness and hypersensibility. You know what this movie is most of all? Fun. Invasion U.S.A should be re-released and distributed to every country in the world. It's the only way to make sure 100% that America stays safe. And that concludes my review of one of the greatest action movies ever made in the history of mankind, Invasion USA.